Hey everybody, it's MegaYoYo back with Shovel Knight Dig, and today I'm going to show you how to unlock the main quest for Shovel Knight. There are two ways to complete this game. You can go through a casual route, which is not completing any of the quests throughout the game, and you'll get the normal ending. Or you can get the true ending by doing all these quests in each area. I'm going to load up a new file just to show you how it starts, and you can go into this quest right away. I didn't find out about the main quest until I already put 2 hours in, so hopefully this video will save you some trouble. You can initiate the first part of the quest by walking up to this cute little owl right here. His name is Altius, and yes, you can pet him. But after we show him some respect, we're going to challenge him. Smack him a little bit to get him moving around, and then we're going to pogo him down into the well to join us in our dangerous adventure. So Shovel Knight has 6 areas that we need to get through, and at the end of each one we're going to collect a gem. Now I do want to warn you that if you fail any of these steps at any point of the step, you will not be able to get the true ending and you will have to restart your run. And each floor has multiple objectives. Well, some of them do, some of them just have one. And our first objective is to find Altius. He's going to be in a hidden room or a room that is designated by a blue lantern. These are going to be holding him. He's going to be sitting on top of a chest. All you have to do is strike open the chest and you'll find Altius. You have 3 floors to find him. So if you don't find him in the first or second, that's fine. You have until the end of the 3rd floor to find him. If you do happen to miss Altius, you're going to be greeted by Shovel Knight asking you if you've seen him. And if that's the case, then you have just already missed your chance and you're going to have to restart your run. After you find Altius, all you have to do now is just complete Mushroom Mines without dying, and then you'll be greeted with step 2. After you best Spore Knight, you're going to go dig down and you're going to be greeted by Altius and Shield Knight. Shield Knight is going to be very excited to get her pet back, or her buddy, whichever it may be, right? Pets are family. She's going to tell you that she's going to be looking out for him just a little bit. That is your cue to go down to the second area. This could be Smeltworks, it could be the Secret Fountain. For me, it was unfortunately Smeltworks, my least favorite stage. At this point, it won't tell you what you need to do, but you are going to have to know right now, you are going to need at least 1,500 gems. You're going to need to find Chester in the first area, and you're going to need to collect all 3 cogs from the machine. So that's your objectives right there that you need to keep in handy. It helps to know that you should probably already have most of those gems by the time you come here, especially if you have a suit of armor that allows you to collect more gems. But make sure to traverse all nooks and crannies to find Chester, because you're going to need a special item that he sells. So we're going to keep traversing to Smeltworks 1 or Secret Fountain 1. Either way, the objectives should be the same. Find Chester. You're going to notice that he has an item called the Secret Cog, which is 1,500. Go ahead and purchase that. Complete the level with all 3 cogs obtained, and then go ahead and complete the stage. Altius is going to come down, and after you put your 3 cogs in, he's going to get your wooden cog that you bought from Chester, and he's going to go right ahead and smash it into the machine. It is now jammed. You won't get anything from this, so don't bother collecting cogs for the next 2 levels, but make sure to smack this first one and get a little bit of gems for compensation. And that's all you really need to do for this area. Although, be known that if you mess this up in the first area, which happens a lot, this is a run killer for a lot of people, then it's just best to restart. It's very easy to mess Chester or even a cog, especially with the randomness of the levels. Huzzah! You have bested Tinker Knight or Mole Knight. It does not make a difference. All that matters is that you're successful, and we have to move on to our next quest of this brave, treacherous adventure. Now, here's the thing. Shield Knight is going to come down, and actually Altius, being the smart little boy that he is, got that drill fixed, and it's going to unlock the other area that we have to go to. So, for those who don't know, if you're doing a casual run, you can only pick between either Smeltworks or Secret Fountain, if you're lucky, and once you complete either, you can't go to the other. Here, this gives us access to both of them, because we need to collect all 6 gems. Once you go to your new area, you're going to find that Shield Knight is waiting for you at the bottom. She's going to lay it down thick on you. There's going to be 3 rooms in the next 3 sections of this biome, each one containing a sacrifice statue. These sacrifice statues, fortunately, do not need blood. They need accessories, which are the power-ups that you collect throughout your journey. At this point, you should at least have a minimum of 3, which is all that you need. And hopefully you have more that are kind of trash, so you can sacrifice those bad ones and keep the good ones. All you have to do is find these 3 sacrifice statues, which you can tell which they're going to be located in through these blue lanterns. Once you find a statue, all you have to do is walk up to it, hit your dig button, and choose the accessory that you want to sacrifice. When you find the 3rd one in area 3 of your biome, you're going to see that the ceiling has opened up and making some weird noises. Shield Knight is going to go ahead and investigate, and she's going to find out that it is not a happy meeting up there. She's going to be blasted down holding onto what seems to be a skeleton key, and that's all we need to complete our missions here in biome number 3. At this point, you can just continue playing the game as you normally would before we start the next section. Halfway there, ladies and gentlemen. We are halfway there. Congratulations so far. Now that we have our 3rd gem, we are now going to get access to the skeleton key. That key that we saw Shield Knight holding on to as she got blasted downstairs. So here she is with her best buddy Altius. Now this skeleton key is going to be very important for the next section. It does not matter which section you pick. I know what's coming up next. I think personally for this section, I believe the Grove Pit, which is Hive Knight stage, is a bit easier to manage for this area. Not so much the next area. You'll see why when we get there. Foreshadowing, right? So when we come down, Shield Knight is already chilling out here. She's just going to lay some info on us saying that this key is going to allow us to get access to the relic which we need to destroy Drill Knight's Omega Saw. All we have to do is dig down without breaking or losing this key. This key can be destroyed by spikes, which there are plenty of here. So if you get hit and that key gets blasted back on top of spikes, it's over. Forget it. Your run is over. It doesn't happen a lot, but if you're unfamiliar with this area, it's guaranteed to happen just because on the sheer amount of enemies on screen. All we have to do is keep digging and digging until we find a triple locked door, which only the skeleton key can open. Once we get there, simple as going up to the door, the skeleton key will unlock it, and now we're going to have Altius pick up this Omega driver, which is going to give us access to a nice little sub-weapon at the end of the game, which can destroy machinery. A nice little added perk about this section too is that after you use the skeleton key, you can keep it as long as you want, as long as it doesn't get broken, and it unlocks any lock. So whatever door that may be, whatever chest it is, you no longer need to hold on to keys as long as you have the skeleton key. So if you really don't want to hold on to more than one key, I really suggest taking the utmost care to keep this thing safe. It's going to do wonders for you in the long run. And at this point, you can just keep playing this biome as you normally would. All you have to do is get down to the boss and not die. Alright, time for what I think is the hardest part of this quest, which is why I decided to go through the Magic Landfill and not Grub Pit stage, because just the sheer amount of enemies is overwhelming in Grub Pits. So once you defeat Hive Knight, or if you decided to go the other way and beat Scrap Knight, God bless your heart, you're going to be greeted with Shield Knight waiting for you, and Altius is going to come swooping through with the Omega driver. He's going to open up this nice little boarded up section of the level for you, and here we go. Shield Knight says that she found a path that leads directly to Drill Knight's room, and the nice friend that she is, probably more than that honestly, she's gonna give you a big ass bomb. This big ass bomb has 60 seconds, and it is the worst stressful time of your life. At least it was for me personally. You have to go race your way down and find a blocked off door that is completely engulfed in rubble. Here's the thing. When you get hit, you lose the bomb. When you lose the bomb, it's just like Super Mario World 2. That thing has 3 seconds before it explodes, just like Baby Mario. If you do not get to it before those 3 seconds, bada bing, the whole screen is engulfed. It takes a lot of damage. You probably won't, but there goes your chance. And at this point, you've probably sunk so much time into this that it's going to be frustrating. When you deliver the bomb, it is probably going to do some damage for you unless you have the Blasto ring or the Fire ring, which will give you resistance to blast or fire damage respectively. And at this point, Altius is going to go over there, open up this big old hole, and he's going to get sucked in all the way down to Drill Knight stage. And congratulations, you probably beat the toughest part of this quest. I had so many restarts here, I don't even know where to start. And honestly, when you put in, like, at this point, it's like, what, 30, 35, 40 minutes of investing into this kind of stuff. And if you even, like, mess up, it's over. If the game is feeling nice and you lose your bomb, sometimes it'll grant you a second bomb. I would not, like, have that as a backup plan, though. That is not always the case. Alright, now that that stress fest is over, let's enjoy the magical landfill, get our treasure, power up, and get on our merry way down to Drill Knight's castle. Time for the level with the best stage theme. Pick either or, left or right, whichever one you want best suits you. And when we enter this biome, the final area, Altius is going to greet us with the Omega Driver. This Omega Driver is going to become our new secondary weapon, replacing whatever we have. Keep this thing on you at all times. Do not lose it, do not give it up. This thing is the key to entering a nice little secret area at the very end of the game. All you have to do now is survive. Don't die, collect your treasures, power up if you need to. You should feel pretty comfortable with what you have at this point. This stage is not too difficult and it offers plenty of riches. So if you are a hoarder, this is the place to collect your money right now. After we beat 3 stages in Drill Knight's castle, we're just going to keep going down and we are going to be greeted by Shield Knight. It seems that she got herself in a bit of a pickle, but no worries, we know how strong of a warrior she really is. Now, once we get past this, we're going to go solo. Whatever you do, fight the primal urge to hit Drill Knight with your sub-weapon. For the love of God, do not do that. Otherwise, all of this work that you've done and time is gone out the window. I want you to start out this fight like if you were using no sub-weapons, just shovel. His pattern is pretty simple. He'll usually start off with either throwing a boomerang cannon, either drilling or just running towards you. It's all very reactable. I'm sure at this point, you know, you're pretty experienced with fighting Drill Knight. You should know what's coming up. If not, feel free to review my long play video so you get an idea of what you're going up against. After he takes a certain amount of damage, he is going to cling on to the right side of this wall. Do not attack him, just keep digging towards him. I don't want you to do any more damage. Do not end the fight by beating him. What I want you to do is wait for this Omega Saw to calm down and let it open up. Once it does that, that is your cue to hit it with the Omega Driver. I don't know if it really needs to hit the screw part of the Omega Saw. Once you do that, you're going to disable the Omega Saw, and this is where the real fun begins. For all you Shovel Knight OG fans, this is a great reveal. Congratulations, fellow digger, you have made it all the way down to the crystal core. At this point, you are almost guaranteed victory as long as you are not smooth-brained. That being said, this level has no enemies, it is purely treasure, but there are stage hazards. I'm going to stop the video right here. Hopefully this guide was extremely helpful for you. Took a lot of time. If you see the results at the end of this, which I'll share, it was a lot. It was a lot of time to get here, 17 hours, and I was the big dummy who used the Omega Driver on Drill Knight instead of using it on the Omega Saw because I didn't connect the two. So that's what I'm telling you now, so you don't have to repeat that long procedure all over again. But yeah, I don't want to spoil anything. I want this to figure out for yourself, especially since you've played Shovel Knight since back in what, 2014, 15 when it initially released. It is a great, I shouldn't say a twist. If you've been paying attention to the boss fights and dialogue, you know where this fits chronologically in the Shovel Knight timeline. That being said, if you did find this video helpful, please always consider leaving a like. If you want more Shovel Knight Dig video content stuff, please subscribe. Let me know what you're looking for. Let me know what you want. I love this game. I love playing it. Probably one of the few roguelites that I enjoy. And with that being said, I hope you had fun with this game, and I hope you have much more with it too. Thank you, and have a super day.